Hi, I'm Eric Proctor, the Wildlife Education Coordinator for the Arizona Game and Fish Department. Did you know that the department has a large collection of resources to help you bridge the gap between classroom instruction and remote learning? These are high quality tools, activities, and materials that can be easily accessed by students and families from anywhere. Let's take a look. First, how do we find these resources? It's actually pretty easy. Right now, I'm on the main Game and Fish website, azgfd.com. If I scroll all the way down to the bottom, I find this footer section that has a bunch of different links. Right here is education, and below that, you can see the link for teachers. Click on that, and it brings you to our Focus Wild Arizona page. Focus Wild is the department's award winning program that provides K 12 education resources. The left hand navigation bar will direct you to lesson plans, teacher trainings, and more. For today, however, I'm interested in this section right here in the middle of the main page. See where it says Learning from Home? That's what I want. Click on the hyperlink, and it brings you here to our Learning from Home resources page. This page is actually divided into two sections, one for students and one for teachers. That's right, we didn't forget about your professional learning, which can also be done remotely. So let's take a look at the teacher section first. It starts with information about our live webinars. It gives you the dates and times and some very basic info about the upcoming live workshops. If they fit your interest and schedule, you can click on the link provided to get more information and to register for these trainings. Next is our on-demand trainings. This is so cool. We have a large collection of freely available professional development videos that you can watch whenever you want. Let's check out the page. I click on the hyperlink and I'm brought here. These are actual recordings of live webinars that we have done in the past. You can read about each one. If it sounds interesting to you, you can click on the watch video link to be taken to the video on YouTube. Many of these trainings also have a PDF worksheet that accompanies it. If you complete the worksheet and send it back to me, I can verify your participation and then send you a certificate with continuing education credits that can be applied toward your recertification. It is professional development on your terms. Now, going back to our learning from home page, there are a couple more parts in the teacher section that I want to review. The first is a link to our lesson plans. I need to tell you that this will take you to all of our lesson plans, not just those that work in a remote setting. However, you could review these and start planning for your return back to the classroom. Then we have a link to our grants. We actually have small grants of no more than $2,000 that we make available for teachers and other educators who have really cool ideas that they want to implement wildlife concepts into their classroom. I'm not going to talk about those in detail right now. You can click on the link and get more information if you want. Let's scroll back up and spend some time talking about the student resources because there are many and I want to make sure that you understand everything that is here. First is a brand new set of activities we created called Wildlife Science at Home. These are simple experiments that students and families can do at home using common household materials. For example, our Ectotherms activity uses small plastic containers and water. Students place these at different locations around the outside of their house and measure temperature differences. They can then analyze the data and apply it to lizards. Each of these activities includes 2 pages of student instructions and a single page with teaching tips. Next is another set of brand new activities. Our digital learning activities use Google Forms to create interactive learning experiences. Let's briefly take a look at what I'm talking about. Find the one you are interested in and click Access Activity. Read the intro material and then click Next. Students can read some of the basic info that's provided, and then periodically they will have to answer a question testing their reading comprehension or some other skill in order to proceed. If they are wrong, the program gently corrects them and encourages them to try again. If they are right, it congratulates them, gives them a little bit more information, and then encourages them to continue. Once they finish the entire activity, they do have the option to print or save the results so that you can verify they completed the assignment. We have two different sets of activity pages. These are fun educational activities on a variety of different topics. They aren't digital, but they are simple two-page handouts that can be downloaded and accessed very easily. Choose the activity, click on the article, read it, answer the questions, or do the activity. This one here introduces students to symbiotic relationships such as mutualism and parasitism. For the most part, these two activities are the same. The wild kids are just a little bit older and maybe a little bit more dated. For years, teachers have been telling us that they need more nonfiction texts, more age appropriate content reading. Well, we've tried to accommodate that request. Our Reading Wild page has a collection of text sets. Most of these are an article that is available at 3 different Lexile levels. So, no matter where your student's reading level, they should still be able to handle the content. Each article also includes text dependent questions and critical thinking question sets. I'll let you explore those on your own. Another request we've gotten pretty regularly, especially for remote learning, is access to videos. Well, the department actually has our own TV show. So the good news is we have lots of good videos. The bad news is that we have lots of videos, hundreds, in fact, and it could take you a long time to go through them and find ones that work for you. Well, not to worry, we are actually doing some of that initial work for you. We have a curated video library that identifies those videos that we feel have value in education. For each video, you will be given some basic information that'll help you decide if this video is going to work for you. Once you've made the decision to use the video, we have even included questions that can guide discussion about the video or determine if your students have comprehended it. Another resource that I think has value in a remote setting is our Live Owl webcam. This is a camera that has been placed at an active owl nest and is streaming live over the internet. Your students will get excited as they check in daily to see what is happening with the birds. We've even included some links to activities that will allow them to use the webcam to study animal behavior. The Arizona Game and Fish Department is not the only organization that has great remote learning resources. So we've been scouring the internet and identifying activities that we think are pretty cool. We will continue to add to this list as we find more, but I encourage you in the meantime to spend some time checking out some of these partners. So there you have it, a wealth of activities and resources that you can use to improve your remote instruction. I hope that you will take a few minutes to check out all of these resources on your own. I'm confident that you will find something that will work for you and your students. On behalf of the Arizona Game and Fish Department, I want to thank you for everything you do for Arizona students. Good luck and take care.